EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the LA Chargers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway in Southern California. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Run! 5-9. Hey,
They'll start on the ground here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Why did it happen?
4 yards the pickup, first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Miami defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
59. Go.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yards runs, and goes to one of those.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts them in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
brings up second and goal.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. Stover. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down and 2. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stover. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside. So he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
21. Set.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Buying time to his left. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Foster. 7-7, our score after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the 50, here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They snapped it to Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And oh, this is going to depend on forward progress. But they're saying no, he didn't get there. Play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Here's Achane to start the drive, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
There he goes right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Back to throw. Stover. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis on his...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
2nd and 10. Achane gets it from the gun.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw. Stover.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 24 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw. Stover. And he will find his man on the outside. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Off play action. Stover.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Up the middle, Achane.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, Herbert.
Flushed out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now it's Herbert. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, OP. Go.
Herbert now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half, as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Stover. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at the 36-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 21. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Herbert going to change the play here. Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll give the stage here. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Stover. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Operating from the gun, Stover. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Stover. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. They'll look to throw again. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg. Stover. He'll buy some time right. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Looking to throw. Stover. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Now for the point after. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
2nd and 10, here's Herbert once more. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Foster. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Ram. Go. Ready.
Here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Devin Lloyd in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And incomplete on the deep ball. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And Allen's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Go forward. Hey, go lion. Go.
Now Herbert being chased out left. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it.
Important extra point up and through, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Back to throw.
Connecting with Hill.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. That is intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Herbert. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that should just about put a capper on this game. Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one's going to come to an end. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Los Angeles, they improved their mark to 12-4 with 1 game to go.